Hey brats, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel Life as Danny. I'm super excited to have you here today. Hopefully you decide to stick around and subscribe. So as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a full face of higher end makeup. This is all the makeup that I have in my collection. I didn't go out and buy anything, so yeah. Also, I want to create a full face of drugstore makeup, so that would be coming very soon. But let's just go ahead and get right into this video. So this isn't like super high-end or super expensive or anything like that, but it's the one that I wanted to use for today's video. Okay, so we're just gonna go with it. This is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, one of my favorite primers. So we're just gonna go ahead and get straight into it, girl. We're not gonna waste no time. This is very tacky and it makes your makeup last very well, and it just feels really nice on the skin overall. Now that my face is all primed, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my, if it'll focus, my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I am in the shade 4.5 medium, and this doesn't necessarily have to match your skin because you're going to go over top with foundation anyways. Wait, hold that thought. I have to do my brows first. I'm using my Anastasia Brow Freeze. And there it is right there. And I'm just going to be using this Anastasia 7B brow brush. And I'm just going to take the spoolie part and go straight into my brows. I feel like pushing your brows forward and down before, you know, putting them into place actually really helps. I don't know why it helps, but I feel like it helps more. So there we go. We're gonna brush our brows back and then downwards, and then we're gonna start brushing them up into place. And then I'm gonna be taking my other like brow brush from Anastasia. This one has the flat like spatula, and then I'm just going to lay my brows down like so. Okay, the brows are all done. And now we can go in with that Hollywood Flawless Filter. As I was saying, it doesn't necessarily have to match your skin because we're going to go over top with foundation anyways. This is just to make your skin appear very luminous and glowy and just to make it look very healthy. So I go ham with this stuff. Everybody does their own, you know, type of thing with it, but I apply it everywhere. And then I'm going to go in with my Sephora 64 brush and just blend it all into my skin. The primer, now the Flawless Filter. Now we're going to go straight in, or should I do my eyeshadow first? Let's skip over the foundation and let's do a quick eye look. I pulled these two palettes, Natasha Denona, the price will be right here, and then the Huda Beauty Naughty palette, the price will be right here on the screen. To prep my lids for shadow, I'm going to be using the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and then I'm going to be using this Real Techniques brush and putting that all over the lid. I don't even remember the last time I got my eyebrows done, but they are super full right now, and I get so many compliments on my eyebrows, but I just feel like they need to be cleaned up, and I can't find tweezers anywhere. I'm going to go in with the Natasha Denona palette first, and I'm going to take the shade Lucy. It's just a perfect shade to, you know, set your lid with. It's this one right here. Take that all over, blend it all the way up. I'm going to speed this process up just because I'm going to do something very, very simple, nothing too crazy, so we'll speed it up right now. Now we can move on to foundation, and I'm going to be using my Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. This is hands down my favorite foundation in my collection. And then the second one would have to be my Kosas foundation. But let's just go ahead and apply it. So you go like that, and then the pump. I'm just gonna put it on my finger and then blend it out with the beauty sponge. It is very runny, so you have to kind of be quick with it. Go ahead and blend it all in. I will put the price of that on the screen for any of you guys that are curious. When I first got this foundation, I could not stop using it. I literally used it for 3 days straight, and I just loved it more and more. It's just like the perfect matte foundation. The coverage on this foundation is super full. I love the matte effect that it gives my skin. It just looks so smooth and blurred and skin-like. I cannot get enough of this foundation. And the price point is pretty high, but I mean, for how good your skin looks, I don't know. I'm not going to be the one to determine if it's worth the price, but I'm just letting you guys know it's one of my favorite foundations. Let's go ahead and close her. It does get a little bit like messy and stuff, but it's fine. We'll do. Next, I'm going to go in with my Dior Backstage Concealer, and I have the shade 1W, so I'm going to go ahead and apply it. This is the one with like the brush tip applicator. I love a bright under eye, so I'm going to put some there. I'm going to highlight my nose. And then we can add a little bit of concealer to these blemishes up here. And then we're good. I like to let my concealer sit a little bit just so the coverage gets a little bit fuller. So while I'm letting that sit, I'm going to contour with my Coco Chanel Les Beige Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream. And I have the shade 395 Soleil Tan Deep. And here's what she looks like. A lot of product in here, so I'm going to go ahead with my contour brush from Anissa Beauty, I believe, and this is the buffing bronzer brush. So I'm just going to go straight in. This stuff is amazing. I love it so much. Jawline. Make it look even more sharp than it already is, girl. And then I'm going to get a smaller brush and contour the sides of my nose. So just go ahead and do that right now. Now I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and I'm just going to spray my face. I'm going to go in with my Anissa Beauty Concealer Brush. This is called their Angled Concealer, and I'm going to go ahead and blend out my concealer. I tend to switch out with like a brush and a beauty blender, but today I'm going to use both. So just blending that out first with this brush. Skin is already looking so bomb. Then I'll go in with my sponge, but before that, I like to have my loose powder ready. So this is my Givenchy Prism Libre powder, and it's in 3 Voile Rose, and best powder. Like, this powder's magic. So I'm just gonna put it into the lid. So have my pocket puff, I put it into, tap it into the lid, and then tap off the excess powder, and then I'm gonna go straight in. And same thing, I'm gonna speed this process up. So now I'm going to wipe all that powder away. And then we can finish off with the rest of the face makeup. And I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face with this Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder No Powder. And I have the shade 2N Neutral. And here's what that powder looks like. It has a little bit of shimmer in it, so it does a great job at making you still look very luminous. Next, I'm going to go in with my Gucci bronzer. This is the bronzing powder in 02. Here's what it looks like. This is my favorite brush to use for a bronzer. This is BH Cosmetics No. 3 brush. And I'm just going to go straight in, exactly where I put the cream contour. And voila, I love this bronzer so much. Okay, now we can move on to blush. I'm going to be using my Dior blush in 001 Pink. Here is what it looks like. We're gonna smile. I like to bring I like to bring my blush up high. Get it on our nose. Oops. And then I'm going to bring it up to my forehead as well. And then for highlight, I'm going to be taking this Dior highlighter. This is the Dior Skin Nude Luminizer in 01. This highlighter is very like subtle. It's not too overpowering or super blinding, but I really like it. And it's the perfect champagne gold color. So I'm going to take my favorite highlighting brush. It's like this type of brush. I don't know. It's my favorite for highlighting. And we're just going to go right in. See, it's not like super blinding or anything. It's like perfect. We're all done with the face. I'm going to go ahead and spray my face one more time. Really lock everything in. I'm going to quickly just go ahead and curl my lashes, and then I'm going to be using this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but it's their like brown edition. I just feel like brown liner and brown mascara is super soft and just like feathery, whereas black liner and black mascara is just super like bold. So I'm gonna just go ahead and curl my lashes. A quick intermission. Okay, I had to change my shirt because it's super hot, but I finished my mascara and I'm going to just go in with this Morphe lip pencil in Sweet Tea, and I lost my mirror. Okay, here it is. And then I'm going to go in with my Gucci lipstick. This is in the shade Carol Beige 103. And it's this like kind of like gray, like muted gray brown. I don't know, I just really like it. So I'm gonna go ahead. My lips look really like dry right now, so it doesn't look the best, but we're gonna have to make it work. then I'm gonna go in with the brush and like blend everything out. And there you go. Here's my completed full face of high-end makeup. Getting up close for y'all. It looks so beautiful. I'm in love with it. Every time I use that foundation, I'm just like in love with how my makeup looks. But it's a combination of everything. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't already subscribed, I would love for you to click that subscribe button and become a part of my Brat family. And yeah. Also, I cannot wait to do a full face of drugstore and kind of like compare the looks. But yeah, stay tuned for that video. And with that being said, I'm going to close out this video. Love you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!